All right, all right, all right. We're alive. What is going on, everybody? Um, I figured I'd come on for a little bit and test out my new overlay that I have made by Niner Sickness. I just want to give a shout out to him. He made this layout for me, or excuse me, this overlay for me. So I just want to give a quick shout out to Niner Sickness for doing that. I was going to test it out on Sunday when I stream with the two ladies, but I figured I'd test it out now just to see what it looks like. It looks great. Niner Sickness, again, I appreciate you for creating this overlay for me. Figured I'd come on and do a little quick stream just to let you guys know what's going on the channel. I will be streaming this Sunday with touchdowns and tight ends. Two ladies that are big football fans. One's a Chargers fan, one's a 49ers fan. And I will be having them on. We'll discuss, things from a different perspective, the perspective of a woman and how women can be football fans too. And I can't wait for that. And Monday I will have El Sacco on. He is someone I look forward to talking to. What's going on, Jay in the Bay? What's going on, Frank Tom Ocean? Yeah, so those two streams are coming up. I can't wait. Of course, everybody's seen what was going on today with Richard Sherman releasing the statement. I made a quick video on it. Hasn't done too well, but that's all right. Pretty much he issued an apology for everything that's going on and didn't make any excuses for his behavior and looking to take some actions to help himself. Coming from someone who deals with anxiety and depression, I know all too well how those things can affect you and the judgment that you use and the decisions that you make, especially when it comes to anger. So I wish him all the best. I hope he does whatever he needs to do to make his life better and gets back on the horse, so to speak. It's tough because, his playing career might be over and maybe that's something that he's having a hard time coming to a realization of. So, but yeah, I'm not here to badmouth him. That's not what I do. Other people could do that. That's not my type of stream. But looking forward for training camp starting soon, end of the month. I actually took that week off. Hopefully I'll have Larry Krueger come on and we can discuss some things. He even made, I tweeted him on Twitter. He seems like he's down for it. So I want to get a hold of him before things get really crazy because once training camp starts and guys are reporting on stuff every day, it's going to be increasingly difficult to land anybody. So, but we'll definitely have fresh content and stuff to talk about. All the YouTubers will. There's a lot of 49ers YouTubers out there, man. I don't know if you guys have noticed. If you go your search engine on YouTube, there is a crap load of 49er YouTubers. I mean, a lot of them. And everybody has a different style. I'm pretty straightforward. Some people are way more positive and happy. I wish I could be that way, but that's just not me. It'd be inauthentic, so I try to be as real as I can be. But I just want to thank all the support from all the viewers that I've had over the last almost 2 years to get to this point. Again, I want to thank Niner Sickness. Hey, what's going on, CG Ruthless Sports? I want to thank Niner Sickness for the overlay. He did it for free. He made it for me. So I don't know if you guys get a hold of him. Maybe he'll do one for you guys. Think pretty basic, bold colors, red gold, that kind of thing. He probably could have done way more extravagant, but that's not what I wanted. CG says, I'd rather be brutally honest than a homer. Yeah, I'm definitely not a homer. I'm looking for my nephew on here, and I want to interview him. And you guys would be surprised how me and him are very slow to give the Niners any type of praise. It's always followed by it's hard to explain. It's always followed by a doubt or maybe you could say a negative outlook on things. It's just because we both have, seen so much over the last couple of years that it's like, until that Lombardi is raised and that confetti is falling, I think me and him won't be happy. Now you got to remember, he's 26, so he never saw a championship. I did. So he's got a different angle on things. He looks at things from a guy whose team has lost two of the last Super Bowls they've been in, so he has a different outlook on stuff. But you sit with me and watch a game, you can see how I'm pretty miserable when I watch football games. I want every game to be 40-10. You know what I mean? I pick out everything. I see all the flaws. That's the way I watch things. Some people are way more positive, and I give them credit for that. I'm trying to be better and not get so angry when I watch football games. Sometimes I have a problem with that. I've gotten a lot better. I don't break anything anymore, which is weird because you guys see me on here and I'm pretty low key. But man, when I watch football, I can turn into a real animal. But yeah, it's sad to hear everything that's going on with Richard Sherman, but I'm glad he's addressing it and hopefully gets the help that he needs, because, everybody deserves a second chance. I mean, he didn't hurt nobody. He didn't shoot nobody. He didn't kill nobody. He just maybe had a little bit of a psychotic meltdown or something, which, none of us are perfect. All of us have gone through some pretty crazy things in life, breakups, losing a job, whatever. And not everybody handles things the same. Some people are low key, and then you don't know about them. But then there's other people that just their emotions let their emotions come out, and that's what we saw. But also, he has the media spotlight on him too, so he's automatically going to look worse than any other person that would have done the same thing who's not famous. So I think it's good that people respect him and give him the privacy and respect that he needs, and hopefully he gets the help that he's looking for. You said CG Ruthless Sports says, I learned to control my anger while watching Niners football. I can relate. Sherman's situation. Mental illness is no joke. No, mental illness is not a joke. I deal with depression, anxiety. I have anger issues. So I can totally relate. Hello, Diego Vega. How are you? Yeah, I can relate with everything he's going through. But like I said, he's got a spotlight on him because he's a famous athlete. Most of us can go through the same thing, and we don't get any, no one will ever know. I've had issues with, breaking up with girls and, not handling it very well. So, but no one would know because I'm not famous. So hopefully he gets the help he needs. John Lynch actually tweeted that he's in full support of Richard. And I don't know if he tweeted it or he said it to somebody or released a statement, but pretty much he was saying that the Niners are there for him, even though he's not on the team anymore. And I thought that was a good gesture. And when a guy like John Lynch says it, he means it. Yeah, the media will definitely eat him up, CG, definitely. And but that's their job. I mean, what are you going to do? If your job is to report the news, you could only. You got to do what you got to do, but at least they're not like the tabloids. The tabloids like to, prey on things, and they're just despicable. But, yeah, looking forward to the two streams I got this one this Sunday and one this Monday. And then there'll probably be a little bit of a lull. And then, like I said, I'll try to get Larry on. I've already contacted him. He said he's down. I want to get him on before camp starts because I know once camp starts, like I said, it's going to be almost impossible. They got their own stuff to do and their own jobs. So I want to get him before everybody else gets to him. It's going to be awesome this year when I call when the 49ers post-game happens. We'll see if I can actually get through on their live post-game broadcast. I've tried many times, and since I'm an East Coaster, it's a hard time getting on, so maybe Larry will know who I am now, and they'll actually pick up the phone, which would be awesome. If you guys don't know, the Niners have a post-game show, usually on KNBR, sometimes on KGO. You can find it on iHeartRadio called the Red and Gold Wrap. It's usually him, John Lunn, and Dennis Brown. Kim Ferrison, you'll get press access soon, Big Dog. I wish. I'll tell you, I was trying to get a hold of JT O'Sullivan on here and Ronbo, but I've had no luck. I I've had some interactions with Rombo on Twitter, and I don't know if he doesn't like me or something. But that's okay. Same thing with Grant Cohn. I can be a little bit of a sarcastic person sometimes, so I think some people don't know how to take my tweets. But that's okay. I feel like I've had pretty decent guests on here. I have pretty good interaction with people. So, that's all I could ask for. If you would ask me 2 years ago when I was doing this, if this would have ever happened, I would have said no way. So I'm just happy for what I have. And hopefully, a lot of you guys, like Jay in the Bay, hit that 1K threshold real soon. I can't wait. If you have any questions when you hit 1K, my man, just let me know, because once you hit 1K, you can be monetized. And when you get monetized, you could actually make money off your videos if you get a lot of views and you have ads in front of your videos. So thank you, Kim Ferrison. It's coming, homie. Keep chopping the tree. That would be something. I don't know if you guys paid attention to Jason Aponte. He's actually going to camp. I had him on here. Thank you, Frank Tom Ocean. I hope I hit I want to hit 2K probably by the end of this football season. But yeah, Jason Aponte is actually going to training camp. He booked his flight, so I'm going to be interesting to see that happening soon. Yeah, 2K is your journey, CG. I can't wait, man. Get to reach 4K watch hours. I don't know how many watch hours I have. I have a decent amount of watch hours, and views in general. But some videos hit, man, and some don't. That's just the nature of YouTube. There's an algorithm of how things work. You got to think, if there's 15 or 20 of us 49er YouTubers making the exact same video, it is what it is. Some of us are going to hit. Some days I hit and other people don't. Some days I see some of you guys hit big on your videos and mine get like 25 views. So it is what it is. I've already exceeded my expectations of getting past 1K. That was kind of my goal, just to see that next to my name. So anything else is gravy on top of whatever. Yeah, you got those Jim Cornette videos. Jim Cornette is something else. For any of you who don't who watch wrestling, man, go watch some Jim Cornette videos. I don't talk wrestling much, but I know of wrestling. I know when CG posts that stuff, I know all about it. But yeah, I was a big wrestling fan in the late 90s. But I don't watch it anymore. I'm too old for it. It's boring to me. But yeah, man, I can't wait for the football season to hit, guys. I'm interested when I talk to El Sacco, what he thinks of the Niners and this whole injury situation, and how if the Niners are going to get past it this year and somehow figure out a way to eliminate as many injuries as possible in training camp. That's the one thing I fear about training camp more than anything is injuries. Losing names to guys to injuries before the season even starts. Never thought of 1K subscribers till Jay in the Bay encouraged me to go there. 2K is a possibility. Oh, you're going to hit 2K in no time. Yeah, my channel was slow for a while until I used... There are certain things you can use to help get views and stuff. There's certain avenues, programs you can use as far as how to tag your videos, entitle your videos, and stuff like that. But it's a labor of love. You do this and you get no views, and then one video hits and you get 50 to 100. Like one of my biggest videos I did during the 2019 season, I think got like 6,000 views, and I gained like 200 subs from it. So I went from having like 15 subs to like 200 over a couple days. So that's just how it works. People get bored. If your videos aren't interesting, they're not going to watch them. I have a niece who has a YouTube channel, and I tell her, if you don't have interesting content, people don't click. So, but she's only 10 years old, so it's not like she can spend a lot of time on stuff. But, who knows? Maybe I'll collaborate with her in the future. You guys might see me on her with her to help out our YouTube channel. But yeah, hey, you guys got any questions about what's going like with camp and everything? What kind of expectations or questions do you guys have, like as far as, the number 3 wide receiver position or the corner position beyond the starting 2? What's your expectation? Do you think Jalen Hurd will finally be healthy? Like, what's your guys' biggest question going into training camp? I'll let you guys respond. What's up, Belltime? How you doing? How do you like the overlay? How's it going, my man? Yeah, my buddy Niner Sickness made this overlay for me, and I'm really happy. I really appreciate it. Who do I expect to get the number 3 wide receiver position? I don't know, man. It's a crapshoot. Everybody's saying Mohamed Sanu, and I'm like, no way. If Jalen Hurd is healthy, I think Jalen Hurd has the best shot. It'll be interesting with Juwan Jennings if he somehow can crack that top 6 wide receiver depth. And, for me, it all comes down to health. If these guys are healthy, they have a chance to compete. But, we got to get through camp first and the preseason. Thank you, Peo. I appreciate that. Yeah, Niner Sickness made this for me. You guys, if you go over to his channel, that guy puts a lot of work into his stuff, man. Like, his production quality for what he does on YouTube is really good. I mean, from his overlays to his equipment, we got to get that guy more views. He does a really good job on YouTube. Just like look at the jerseys that he makes for himself. They're fantastic. So yeah, I was fortunate enough to interact with him a couple days ago. He asked me if I wanted an overlay. I said, yeah, sure. And he made it for me for free. So I appreciate it. Bring Time Motion says, bring in Justin Houston. If D Ford is healthy, they make pass team. Yeah, I would be okay with that. I feel like the Niners can never have enough edge rush. I don't know what you guys think. We have a good interior line. Robert Games says, how will Bosa be after the injury? That's a good question. This is his second knee injury since high school. So, I know he's an incredible athlete and he's in incredible shape, but, he's got an injury history. So it's so many question marks with the Niners when it comes to injuries. That's my biggest pet peeve or worry is that so many of their players are injury concerns, and it's always hard to get me really hyped because I'm always worried that they're going to be missing, time. Outside of YouTube, you are very close friends with them. Are you talking about Niner Sickness? Yeah, I've seen a lot of videos. Payo time on Trey Lance. His arm is amazing. Just got to it's going to be interesting when he's throwing with live bullets, the bullets are flying. You got to pass rush and stuff. It's hard to make judgment off of guys, but you can see when a guy has talent, when the guy has an arm. You and Niner Sickness go way back. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah. He just started, he came into my videos a couple times, and it was really nice. We connected on Instagram and on Twitter, and he's been nothing but an awesome person. Yeah, he definitely needs more recognition. RYN, I don't even know how to say your name, man. I'll just call you RY. Bosa who? Right? I know, right? He's never on the field. We got to get that man to stay on the field. I want to see him read AD. He did look to be staring down his receivers. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, it is really hard to tell right now. When you're throwing on air, man, what can you really pull from that other than he's got an incredible arm, but that, you're not going to see his athleticism until he actually plays a game, because you can't really coach all off platform playing, off platform plays. That's just something that happens organically through the course of a football game. Our offensive line is going to be sick this year. I think so. I think they'll be better. I think it will be better when Lincoln Tomlinson is no longer the starter. Be interesting to see that other guy that we drafted. I forget his name, so forgive me. But we drafted a left guard / tackle. But yeah, Aaron Banks is definitely something different than what we've had. The Niners usually go more of the agile pulling guard type. So he reminds me of like a Larry Allen. I don't know if you guys remember Larry Allen from the Cowboys back in the 90s. Larry Allen was a fantastic player. Big, huge, humongous offensive lineman. And he kind of reminds me of him a little bit. Kevin Gogan. I don't know if you guys remember Kevin Gogan. He was on the Cowboys too. He played for the Niners. I think both him and Larry Allen played on the 49ers for a while. But, this reminds me of the old days where the offensive lines were like 320, 350 plus, immovable human beings. With the league being the way that it is now, it's just not like that anymore. What's up, Awesomeness Sports? Thanks for coming on. Yeah, I wanted to come on here and kind of touch base with what's going on with the channel as far as the 2 streams that are coming up. Wanted to give a shout out to Niner Sickness for, dropping the overlay in my lap without having to do anything for it. What do you guys think? Is it okay? Is it over? Is it too much? Is it too little? I mean, I like it. I like things being kind of basic. You know what I mean? I don't like too much extravagance because, I don't want the attention to be pulled away from me and have you looking at my overlay the whole time. But yeah, everybody do yourself a favor and go subscribe to Niner Sickness. He definitely needs the love, the views, the subs. Give it all to him. He deserves it. He puts a lot of work into his stuff. High quality. He's got high quality production value, man, in his videos. So we definitely got to give him the attention that he deserves. Thank you, Ultimate Report. Yeah, Niner Sickness hooked me up with this. I had somebody at work who was attempting to make one for me, but supposedly his computer crashed. He was going to make me an overlay too, but he asked me if I wanted one. I mentioned that I needed an overlay for my streams, and he said, yeah. So he helped me out. If you guys are friends with him on Instagram or even on YouTube, message him or email, and maybe he'll hook you up with an overlay. Just don't make it look like mine. I wanted it pretty basic, with the helmet stripes on top. I just like that look. And some helmets and stuff in my name. Just something basic, you know what I mean? Nothing too extravagant, like I said. So what do you guys think about this whole Richard Sherman thing? Are you surprised? Are you angered? Or are you guys extremely understanding and hoping that he finds whatever tools necessary to help himself out? Like I said, I'm personally all for people doing what they got to do to help themselves. So I hope he finds the help he needs. Hopefully we saved it from becoming, or they saved it from becoming a more of a tragic ending, because there was talk that he said he wanted to kill himself, and that's never something to take lightly. Talk of suicide and things of that nature. So yeah, I hope he gets the help that he needs too, RY. It's going to be, I think he's going through a transition right now of possibly not playing anymore, and maybe he's having a hard time coming to that realization. I mean, this man, for a stretch, was the best corner in the NFL. But, with the injuries that have happened to his lower body over the last couple of years, he's just not, and he was never fast to begin with as a corner. So whatever speed he had has, greatly diminished. I mean, just look at the Super Bowl against Sammy Watkins. I mean, if anything could have told you where his speed lies. I mean, and Sammy Watkins is a fast guy, but like that was kind of a telltale sign, you know what I mean? And in the fact that they had to, roll their coverage a certain way when he's on the field, and when he's off the field, they can play more man-to-man. Says a lot about, where his game is at this point in his career. I think he'd be a fantastic coach. A lot of people are saying like, oh, put him at safety or whatever. I personally don't know if he has it to play safety. The size or the speed, because, at safety, you have to have some sort of recovery speed too, depending on if you're playing strong safety or free safety. So he wouldn't be playing free safety because you got to have closing speed. And I don't know if he's big enough to play strong safety, but that's just my opinion. I'm not saying anything or bringing judgment down on him. I'm just talking from personal opinion. But yeah, I'm glad you guys were able to jump on with me. This is kind of a last-minute stream, a Friday night kind of thing. I'm looking forward to working tomorrow and getting out of work, and look forward to streaming on Sunday with the ladies, Ashley and Nicole. Hopefully we can get some spotlight on them and get their channel up and going when they decide to start putting content on YouTube. I think it's cool that they're ladies and they like football, and they should be respected as fans and not just being women and being fans. They should just be looked at as fans, because that's, in the end, that's all we are. Heck, if I was at a football game and the team was doing good and people were, handing out high fives and shoulder bumps, I wouldn't care if it was a lady. If we're Niners fans or whatever fans you are, that's all that really matters. So, like, your gender means nothing to me. We're just fans of a team. We're all a family. So, 49ers Ultimate Report says, all I can say about Sherman, the truth needs to come out. This is something that I can understand. How does someone overnight make Sherman out of character? Yeah, I mean, the fact that the cameras were there, he may have been having he said he's been having issues before this happened. When he released his statement, he's been dealing with some things that just happened to be on video. So we'll see. I mean, he took accountability for it. He apologized, and he's taking actions, whether that be counseling, I would assume, or medication. Mental illness is a big deal, and it needs to be paid attention to and respected, and always, always take it seriously, because it's a big deal. A lot of people deal with it. I deal with it. I take medication for anxiety and depression. He's just in the public eye, and he's got, cameras in front of his face. He's a famous man. He's a, Hall of Fame caliber player that will be in the Hall of Fame as soon as his 5 years are up after his career. So I totally understand where he's coming from. But I was surprised too, when you see the video and you hear the 911 call. It's alarming. That all I know is that whoever that operator was on that 911 call needs to be fired, because that is the most insensitive, just unbelievably unprofessional 911 operator I've ever heard. I've heard a 911 call operator hang up on person for being, got a little bit irritated because they had to repeat the same thing over and over again, and the operator hung up on them. This was as close to that as I've seen. They wasted so much time bantering back and forth instead of getting, the help that he needed over there. So, yeah, if you guys have heard that 911 call, man, if you weren't pissed off about that operator, I don't know what's wrong with you. Because I wanted to punch my computer screen, because that was just aggravating as all hell. The woman's worried about her husband. He's having a psychotic break, and she's having to battle a war of words with a freaking 911 operator. I thought that was pathetic. So, yeah, like I said, guys, if you want an overlay, get in touch with Niner Sickness. He might be able to help you out. He's awesome. Got to get eyes on his stream, man. Got to get that man the appreciation and the views and subs and likes that he deserves, because he's definitely worth it. Like I said, man, different tastes for different folks on YouTube, but we're all a family and we all support each other. I've got to say that I didn't know what to expect when I got into the YouTube streaming community, but I can honestly say from the bottom of my heart that I consider a lot of you fellow Niner streamers, and even people who are not Niner streamers, guys like Payo Time, a lot of you guys, I consider you friends, because, you know, we're all doing the same thing and we're all able to, you know, there's enough room for all of us, you know what I mean? There's enough to go around. So I appreciated the support that everybody has dropped on me, and dropped on all the rest of us YouTubers. It's much appreciated. 49ers Ultimate Report says, true, I had a 911 call. I had to call 911 and there was an incident and the operator was asking stupid questions. Yeah, I've never actually had to call 911 personally. But yeah, some of these people need more training. Okay, I'll definitely look at it at 49ers Ultimate Report for sure. As soon as I get off of here, I'll definitely take a look at it. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the streams this weekend. It's I gotta say that I'm happy to be on StreamYard like the rest of you guys, getting off a Restream. That was a nightmare using that stream service. It wasn't. I don't know. I just had a lot of problems, technical issues with it. So. Glad to be on here with the rest of you guys. I'm just looking forward to having football in 4 weeks. I think they said that in 4 weeks is the start of the preseason. I'm not too excited about the preseason, to be honest with you guys, other than to see Trey Lance. That's kind of my only that's my only thing to look forward to. I want to see him. I want to see a lot of them. You know, a game, a half, see what this kid can do, see where he's at, see where he needs to improve, see what he's good at. I don't know. What is your guys' opinion? And if he beats out Jimmy in camp, would you be okay with him starting the season, or do you still want him on the bench? You said StreamYard's just like me. Yeah, I'm part of the StreamYard family now. I was on Restream for a while, and I just had a lot of problems with it. It was like glitchy. It messed one of my streams up one time. I recorded a stream, and it didn't record it. And I had to do the stream over again. And when I did it over again, it just didn't come out the way I wanted it to. I don't know. I didn't do very well on the stream, so I was really pissed off that I had to do it over. I felt like the first stream went way better. Starting, I can't tell if my computer, is that a smiley face? Like I said, man, like whatever gives the Niners the best chance to win is what they need to do. Perfect world is have Garoppolo start and the kid back him up. But if the kid's out playing him in camp and in preseason, every possibility needs to be investigated. You know what I mean? You can't say because you had a plan going in that this is how we have to stick to our plan. Sometimes the best laid plans get changed, and we'll see. So much speculation that's been going on for so long, guys, and we're getting so close to having all these questions answered. It's going to be awesome. It's sad that summer has to go away and when football starts, because this is my favorite time of year. I hate the winter. I live in the Northeast. It's horrible. Like I said, the only saving grace is football, but like last year, the Niners were so bad that it was just a wasted winter. I was hoping for summer to come so fast. So now that football season's upon us again, and we're going to have fans in the stands, which is awesome. I can't wait for that. It's going to be so different. Last year felt so weird. I don't know if you guys got that feeling from watching games. Last year just felt, especially after the Super Bowl, it just felt so rushed. It felt like the season came too fast last year. This year, it definitely, feels like there's been some time between, the Super Bowl and the offseason. Hypothetically, if Jimmy gets hurt but isn't season end and Trey starts the season because of the injury, not skill, does Jimmy play at all? Ooh, I don't know. I'll put it this way. If the kid plays well enough to keep him away from his job and the Niners are winning, then you got to go with the hot hand. But that'd be definitely a question of coaching. That would be a Kyle Shanahan decision 100%. 49ers Ultimate Report says, I don't care if Jimmy G wins the job, but Trey's the future. The only question will be if Trey starts this year, but I'm faithful and I do care who's but I'm a faithful. I do care who starts. I feel like when you spend the third pick in the draft, there's definitely some pressure to see what you have. But like I said, they're definitely in a good position. Hopefully, Jimmy stays healthy and he plays well. But you're going to have to see what you need eventually. You have to, that's a big investment, a third pick in the draft. Plus, it's a financial investment, not in Jimmy, but it's a financial investment in the team, because the team now can move off of Jimmy's huge contract, and I just got a message from Niner Sickness. Sorry, but yeah, it's going to be one of those things where if Jimmy plays well and keeps the kid off the field, then so be it. But you're going to have to see what you have eventually, because that's a lot. That's a lot of a third pick of the draft is humongous. Plus, the Niners can do more with their roster and make other moves if they move off of that gigantic contract. So I'm glad we have options this year at QB. Me too, RY. Last year was horrendous. That was such a bad quarterback room. I didn't think Kyle Shanahan had the gall or the stones, and not the gall. I didn't think he had the stones to move off of the quarterback room that he had last year. But I was wrong. He did, and I applaud him for that, because he stuck with C.J. Beathard since he drafted him, and he's like super loyal with guys he drafts. So it was interesting to see him actually make the decision to move on from both him and Nick Mullins. I don't know. Did Nick Mullins sign somewhere? I don't remember. Or is he still hurt? I forget. I know he injured his elbow last year. But, yeah, I'm just happy that football is coming. I'm happy to have this YouTube community to interact with, man. I'm so happy. This is so fun. Like, it's so, it was so daunting at first to actually get on camera and do stuff. But I've done it enough now, and I've interacted with enough of you people to know that you guys are pretty awesome. I'd say 99% of everybody that's on here is pretty supportive. There's trolls everywhere. So, but yeah, I figured I'd come on, say hi to everybody, tell you guys what's going on this weekend with the 2 streams on Sunday, Monday, show you the overlay, get your opinion on that, and hopefully, if all goes well, I will see you guys Sunday at 2 p.m., and we'll talk to the ladies, Nicole and Ashley, and we'll ask them about, what it's like, just get a different perspective on things from a woman's perspective as a football fan, kind of get their, their story, what got them into football, things like that, what their expectations are for the season, because they are fans. Doesn't matter if they're women. They're still fans. So I'm looking forward to talking to them. I'm looking forward to talking to Al Sacco on Monday, and thanks for everybody for coming in here on this little quick unannounced stream. And I will see you guys on the flip side on Sunday. Take care, everybody. Bye.